I intended to make this year's Christmas to be simple and almost actually opted to make it a no gift year so that we can focus more on Jesus's birth and also our upcoming move in the spring. But of course, some of our kids revolted to that idea. Welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Yuri, a dentist by trade, and I have 5 kids aged 12, 10, 8, 5, and 3 years old. If you like content like these, please consider subscribing. I post weekly, so please do come back for more. And also there will be a giveaway as well, so please stick around to get the details on that. Growing up, it was rare for my parents to gift my sister and me for Christmas. And when they did gift us, when they gave us a present, it would usually be one present. And I think it has to do with the fact that my parents are products of the Korean War, and they had to make do with whatever they could find. They were struggling hard enough to make sure that they had enough to eat for the day. As a child, I didn't understand that. So I envy the families that had Christmas trees that were beautifully set up and stockings, like cute little stockings hanging in their houses. I think I remember one Christmas when my parents actually did set up a Christmas tree. And while I envy those kids that got their heart's desire, I am thankful that our parents instilled in us frugality and resourcefulness. Because since when did Christmas become all about how much we can spoil our kids? My husband and I come from small families. His side of the family doesn't celebrate Christmas at all, so we never expect gifts coming from his side of the family. And depending on the need, my sister will send our kids a gift or gift cards, and we have asked my parents to gift our kids by supporting them in activities such as gymnastics and sports, other sports, and also to support them in their education, because a lot of times they're not sure what to get the kids anyway. Our kids are totally fine with that, and they seem perfectly content, and I actually feel that less has made them more appreciative. And if you believe in gifting with tons of stuff, that's great. I understand that that may be your tradition, but I want to just encourage you that kids don't need a lot to be excited and joyful about Christmas. I typically shop throughout the year for gifts when I find great deals, and sometimes I find thrifted items that are gently used and even new on eBay or at our local thrift store. And usually I loosely follow a 3-category gift system, which include a want, something educational, and something that we can share as a group, such as a board game or a craft. Okay, the first set of gifts I have to show you are for our 12-year-old, who is an avid reader. This kid used to love reading books like all the time. You would just find her in her room just reading all day until she got into crocheting. She still loves books though, but now with crocheting, she's gotten a little busier, and she even has started her own Etsy shop with her creations and also her own YouTube channel. I'll have her channel and her shop linked down in the description box in case you want to check them out. She's also a minimalist, and she's always trying to declutter. But when it comes to books, there are never enough books in her mind. So for Christmas, we are getting her this Pages and Company book by Anna James called The Book Smugglers. It's a little below her reading level, but she's been wanting to complete her set. So I know she's going to be excited about this one. She also has shown interest in wanting to do beadwork. So for Christmas this year, she's getting 2 sets of beads. One is a glass bead, and the other one is a polymer clay bead set. I'm not sure, maybe I can open it to show you a little bit. These are those cute round ones that look like this. So So it looks like there are 3 cases like that with tons of different accessories and tools that go with this kit in order to make all sorts of beaded creations. And I'm excited to see what she comes up with. The next set of gifts are for our 10-year-old son, who is usually very indecisive and would rather have money over gifts. But he loves anything to do with building and board games. So for Christmas, he's going to get this gravity maze. It's like a marble logic game. And actually, we got this game for him for Christmas for last year, but we sort of had maxed out on his budget for his gifts. And for his birthday, he wanted something in particular, so we didn't end up giving this gravity maze to him even then. So it's kind of stuck around for a while. But I think he'll really enjoy it because he does love anything to do with strategy and logic. And also, I had made a video for last year's What I Get My Kids for Christmas, and this game may be in that video. But it ended up not being the gift because we ended up switching it out with something else. So if you want to check that video out, it is linked down below in the description box. Our son is still completely obsessed with Pokemon. So we got him this Pokemon tin box set, which includes the Zakazenta V and the Cinderace V. And I think he's going to be thrilled when he sees this. And the last gift we have for him this year is Sushi Go. He's been wanting to play this game and he has asked about it. And so he's going to be pretty excited when he sees this year. And honestly, since he would rather have money than things, we are going to be putting money in his Christmas stocking. Next, I have our 8-year-old's gifts. She enjoys crafting and pretty much enjoys a lot of the same things that her older siblings enjoy, like board games, Pokemon, reading, arts and crafts, and such. And I don't know why or how, but none of our 4 girls like anything or too much of anything that's too girly, like dolls and princesses. So for our 8-year-old, she's been wanting for some time this Leafeon VStar special collection. And I'm excited that we are able to get it for her for Christmas this year. She's going to be very excited. And she also has been getting into jewelry making with me because I have recently been getting into polymer clay. And it's been so much fun, and she's been enjoying that and getting into it herself with me. So I got her own kit, and I think she's really going to enjoy that. And lastly, she has become obsessed with Jansen and is wanting to build her own collection. And I found this set of 9 books on eBay for an amazing deal, and the condition is pretty much new for under $10. I think she's going to be so excited about these. So that's pretty much all I have for our 8-year-old. Oh, who is it? Is it Susanna?
Yes.
Is it you? Okay, come in.
My candy bag.
You want your candy bag? Okay, come in, show me. Can you show me where it is?
Are you filming?
I am. Okay, just. Okay,
No,
you're supposed to remember?
I need you to help me with piano.
Okay, I'll help you soon. Okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
To cut this out, okay?
Okay, let me get your candy. Our 5-year-old girl is obsessed with anything that has to do with the kitchen and arts and crafts. So I think she's going to be excited when she sees that she is getting an ice cream toy that has a scooper that lets you scoop up the ice cream and actually put them onto the cones. And I know she's going to love that. And I know that her little 3-year-old sister is going to love it as well. So hopefully they'll get along and play with this toy together. Next I have a polymer clay kit for her as well, because she has been getting into making clay creations with me. and she's going to be excited to see that she has her own and she gets to make as much as she wants. I don't have it here to show you, but it should be coming here today. It's a set of 24 tubs of Play-Doh along with some little tubs or containers of Play-Doh and some cutters. Play-Doh is great because it's consumable and you can never have enough Play-Doh. And our 5-year-old has been asking for some more Play-Doh. There should be plenty in this set, so hopefully she'll be able to share them with her siblings. When you have 5 kids, you sort of run out of the need for more toys. But for our 3-year-old, I found on Amazon this cute little coffee shop. Look at it. It's pretty hefty actually, it's kind of heavy. But this was under $10 and I think she's going to love it. Funny thing is, we don't drink that much coffee in our home, but she could pretend like the drink is anything like tea, milk, juice, and the little fun little pastries look a lot of fun. So I think she's going to love this. And of course, her 5-year-old sister will probably love this too because it has to do with the kitchen. So hopefully they'll be able to share and have just go at it and have so much fun with their ice cream set and now with this little bakery, coffee shop. I think they're gonna love it. And next for our 3-year-old, we have this, what is it called? Power Popper. And I found this at Target one day on clearance for under $6. And it's originally $18. And she always sees her brother getting into his gel blaster, Nerf gun, laser guns. And I think she's going to love getting her a chance to be able to shoot and try this little popper out. Hopefully it'll be a lot of fun. And lastly, I got her this magnetic fishing set. I don't want to take it out of the wrapper because it won't look as nice anymore. But I think she'll have fun with this too. It's basically a back toy. So hopefully she and her sister will have fun fishing as they take baths together. So that's all we got for our, not our 5-year-old, our 3-year-old. That pretty much wraps it up for the gifts that the kids are getting for themselves. But I do have this mini sewing machine that I'm getting for all of us to use together because that will reduce the entitlement of who it belongs to. And I know that a lot of the kids want to try sewing anyway. So this will be a way for them to be able to share this little sewing machine. And I got this sewing machine at Aldi last year for around $17. So I couldn't pass it up. And it was such a good deal. And I think we're gonna have fun trying this little tiny sewing machine out. And I also got this punch needle embroidery kit. We have never tried embroidery before, and especially a punch needle embroidery, so I was curious what this is. So I got this so that we can try as a group together. It's apparently great for all ages. So I actually may stick this in my own stocking and bring it out so that we can all do it together. And there are 6 little projects. There are 6 little projects that you can do. So each of the kids can try one, and then we'll have one extra, and then I'll probably do myself. So at least it will give us a chance to try it out and see if we like it. And speaking of stockings, we're pretty minimal when it comes to stocking stuffers. And the items that go into the stockings are usually consumable. And I try not to buy too many of those cheap toys just for the sake of stuffing the stockings. I feel like we have plenty and enough clutter in the house, and I don't want to feed into the hoarding tendencies in some of our kids. The kids have requested for Kinder eggs, so they'll probably be getting some Kinder eggs in their stockings. I'm a dentist, but I think a new toothbrush and toothpaste are always great consumable items that can go into the stockings. And some of the girls are getting these paint pens that work like watercolor. So we wanted to try them because I got them for like, how much did I get them for? I got them for $1. They're supposed to be actually it's supposed to be $11. So I got this for $1, which was supposed to be $11. So some of the girls would love getting this in their stockings. And I also got these balloonies, which I really enjoyed as a kid. And it was so much fun making these little balloons that, you know, you could just bounce around. And I think they're made out of plastic. I'm not really sure what they're made out of, but they were always so fun. And our kids love them. Our 8-year-old had begged to get these one year, and so I bought a bunch of them for a better deal because they're not that cheap. So on Amazon, for just one pack of this tiny little pack, costs like $6. And when we lived in Japan, these are so cheap when you go to their local dollar store, and they're like about $1. But you know, it's hard to get here in America, so you know, of course, it would cost a lot more. But the kids really miss these little balloonies. So some of our girls are going to be getting these in their stockings. And also I got some non-drawing modeling clay to go in their stockings. So I think they'll enjoy that. But since our son would prefer money anyway, so he's going to be getting some money in his stocking. So our stockings are pretty minimal, I feel. That's pretty much all that goes in it. And the kids actually like to even make each other things to put into each other's stockings, whether it's a card or some sort of little handmade craft. And they would just stick them into our stockings, and they have so much fun doing that. More than getting gifts, which is fun and exciting and all, we want to instill the joy of giving in our kids. And like I mentioned before, our kids do enjoy making little cards for each other and little gifts and little crafts, and giving them to each other and sticking them into the little stockings. And so, for instance, our oldest, who's 12 years old, she loves to crochet. She's crocheting little items for her siblings and crocheted some little cute little items for her friends as well. And some of our kids and I have gotten into making jewelry and charms out of clay. And that's another way that our kids are being able to gift each other by making little clay creations and giving them to each other. And another way that they have been enjoying to give is baking cookies, and whether that's baking cookies to give to their friends or to the airmen on base. And every year, as a family, we put together Operation Christmas Child boxes. So it's nice that our church provides the boxes and the little tag for the boxes to go out, and they also send out the boxes for the entire church, which makes it so easy. I love what the Operation Christmas Child organization stands for: to share the joy of Christmas to underserved children around the world. It definitely helps us see the bigger picture that there are countries out there that aren't so commercialized as our country, and the culture isn't as privileged as ours, and that it gives us a chance to extend the love of Jesus to people that we don't even know. I love watching our kids get so excited and compassionate and generous about putting these boxes together to share with kids that they haven't even met. They really enjoy packaging the boxes together, and we pray over the boxes and the ministry that goes on. And it's fun to always go back and later track the boxes and see where our boxes end up in the world. So that's pretty much it. I hope you got a few gift ideas, or at least you were encouraged not to have to lavish your kids on so many gifts, but still keep the magic and the joy of Christmas alive. And like I said, I do have a giveaway. I'd like to gift you with a $25 Amazon gift card in order for you to purchase any of the very last minute Christmas gifts, or to at least replenish the big hole in your pocket from this Christmas season. So in order to enter, comment below on what gift you're most excited about giving.
Like and subscribe.
For an extra entry, follow us on Instagram. I'll have all the details down below in the description box as well. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas and see you soon. And speaking of stuffers, we're pretty minimal. And speaking of stockings, we're pretty minimal when it comes to stocking stuff. And speaking of stockings, we're pretty minimal when it comes to stocking stuffers.